Ippo is currently retired due to the accumulated damage going unchecked throughout his career. Of all the hype moments of Ippo during the retirement saga, I decided to cover his legendary spar with the junior lightweight world champion Volg. This fight shows the experience Ippo gained by coaching his kouhais. Being in a different role let Ippo train skills he never focused on while he was an active boxer. How does he compare to a world champ, an achievement no one in his generation has yet to accomplish? And how did this even get set up in the first place? What made Ippo a sparring partner for Volg? Let's see how he got here. After Mashiba's world title preliminary match, Sendo calls up Ippo and invites him to Mexico so he can watch the Ricardo vs Wally world title match, and also Volg's title defense. Ippo gladly accepts and is filled with anticipation for these fights. We change scenes and he's on a run with his proteges and tells them that he'll be going to Mexico soon. People he has crossed paths with will be ascending to a realm not known to Ippo. What Ippo doesn't even realize is that he's actually the real monster of his generation. Shortly after, he meets up with Takamura. Takamura starts running as fast as possible, and Ippo wants to keep up to view what the 3 weight class champ goes through during his training. What's crazy is that Ippo is wearing weights while running neck and neck with Takamura. Ippo has grown immensely since he retired. They dust Ippo's kouhai and go off in the distance. Who knows how long they have been running for? Takamura just doesn't want to lose to Ippo, and Ippo desperately wants to feel how amazing Takamura is. After their silly competition ends, they go back to the gym and look at that. Takamura is mitt holding for Ippo. Will he come back from retirement? His punches look electric as usual. The coach is in his office, imagining what it would feel like to mitt train for an evolved Ippo. The scene changes to Wally and Volg looking like they're about to have a real ass fight. In actuality, Wally and Volg had a spar earlier, and Wally was just cheating the whole time. It looks like Wally thinks he beat Volg fairly, but before we get back to them, Ippo and Kumi discuss him going back to Mexico. She's shocked since she thinks he may fight again, but he mellows her down by letting her know it's only to watch Ricardo and Wally's world title match. This is his chance to gain more experience as a coach. Kumi's devious thoughts calm her down as she realizes it's because of how much Ippo looks up to Ricardo, so he'll be fine. She pokes the beast once more and asks how Ippo views Miyata now. Ippo previously saw him as his goal, but right now it's all in the past. Ricardo was someone he admired, and Miyata was the level he wanted to surpass. The difference between the two still worries her though. Ippo's goal is to make sure his trainees become strong pros, so Kumi thinks to herself that Ippo's smile is so strong. He warms everyone around him, just like the sun. No matter how deep he sinks, the sun will rise again. Is she alluding to Ippo returning to boxing? It may be inevitable at this rate. And is this her viewing him returning in a healthy way? Or is it like something that she just really doesn't want to happen? Because she doesn't look mad when she thinks about him being the sun that will rise again. Ippo's plane is taking off to Mexico. He's ready to become the best he can be. In the Kamagawa gym, Ippo's students are revealed to have punching power that can hurt the wrists of a seasoned mitts vet like Shinoda. They're ecstatic about them having super punching power. When Ippo was training them, he was not absorbing the punches, rather he was pushing them back. If they lose concentration for a second, their wrists feel like they're gonna break. At the beginning, they threw punches where the mitts were at, but Ippo got used to it. He instead knocks down everything they throw at him. Shinoda realizes that Ippo's countering every single punch during their training. Ippo's skills are immaculate. This was one of his weakest traits as an active boxer. A new perspective gave Ippo a new set of skills he would have never dreamed of back then. He's overcoming his weaknesses. Right now, just how many weapons are at his disposal? This is what Ippo is bringing to Mexico, a newly evolved monster he himself is unaware of. And Volg and Sendo are in for a fight for their life. Ippo's plane lands in Mexico and he sees Sendo. As they were on the way to the gym, they almost run over a random bystander, but it was Wally. What a flashy entrance. The gang finally arrives to the gym and meets up with Volg. It's been a while since we last saw him. We're finally here, the upcoming spar between Ippo and Volg. Ippo isn't confident in his abilities due to him being retired, but Sendo calls out Ippo's BS. Last time they sparred, Ippo brought out some crazy stuff. Ippo takes off his weights and enters the ring with the world champ himself, Volg Zangief. Ippo has only one thing on his mind. Can I even be helpful? No, I have to be helpful. That's the Ippo we all know and love. Volg's coach asks Ippo to simulate a bull rush infighter, crush the distance and close in on him like you normally do. Ippo is here to repay him for the time Volg helped him, even though he was retired. Ippo is really underestimating himself here. He thinks he can just go all out and Volg will be fine. Little did he know that wouldn't happen. Volg knows not to underestimate Ippo, ironically enough. The gong rings. The spar is now underway. Ippo charges immediately with a rush of blows. All Volg can do is block. He's able to maneuver around them and launch a barrage of his own. A hook is thrown, but Ippo slips right past it. 2 jabs miss their target, and Ippo closes in. Volg is getting crushed out there. Volg decides the White Fang is the best option for Ippo's pristine infighting, but this is an Ippo completely different than before. Ippo is able to catch both of them with ease. A counterpunch is coming Volg's way, but he's able to slip right past it. No one expected such a high-level exchange between a supposed retired boxer and a world champion. No one is giving each other the advantage. Is Ippo equal to a world champion? Ippo reads Volg's strong straight and pushes in once again. He is ready to launch a mighty blow. It's blocked, but it still hurt Volg. An uppercut is blocked by Ippo, and then Volg sends the swallow his way, but even that can't touch him. His parry game is absolutely bonkers. It wasn't enough since Volg was forcing his guard higher and higher so he could land the White Fang on Ippo. He follows up with the swallow once again, and Ippo is reeling in pain. Ippo thinks to himself that he can't let it end like this. He needs to be helpful. During Volg's domination, Ippo somehow does a crazy advanced technique, a parry counter. The boxer blocks and slides across the punch. This wasn't part of his arsenal before. He connects and stuns the world champion, but the White Fang was ready to strike back. Ippo isn't done yet though. The gazelle punch is his tried and true. It was so powerful that it launched Volg into the corner. This advantageous position can mean only one thing. The Dempsey roll touches down on Volg. In their previous spar, he easily countered it, but what will Ippo do to avoid this? The vertical Dempsey avoids the counter and is about to annihilate Volg, but Sendo stops him at the last second. The new Dempsey roll is insane. This could have severely injured Volg right before his title defense. Sendo scolds the little guy, but still, everyone is beyond impressed with how Ippo kept up with Volg. Donkichi realizes why Ippo became much stronger than before, his weights and his experience as a coach. He used the weights to strengthen his body, used his coaching to practice catching punches like he's holding mitts, and also mastering the parry counter. What is Kamigawa cooking up for Ippo? Sendo sits down Volg to give him the scolding of a lifetime. Why did you go all out versus Ippo? Don't you know why he retired in the first place? Volg explained that he snapped when Ippo caught his best punch. He couldn't help it. Volg couldn't believe he was beaten by a man on a long hiatus, and there's no excuse, even if he was on weight control and his exhaustion was at its peak. Sendo thinks that if a shot landed badly, it could have killed him, but Volg denies that. With his experience as a champion, he knows when someone is that good. He was able to catch up to him with ease. His skills have vastly improved, and he upgraded the smallest of details. It flowed so well that I couldn't keep up. His Dempsey roll even had an angle from below. Sendo didn't even know about it. This is the new Dempsey roll, but if it's a new form, why is he upgrading it even though he's retired? Why does he want more strength? Volg thinks he plans on returning. Donkichi interrupts and concludes that even though they are betting on that small flickering light which has been buried beneath the ground waiting for so long, is it a pipe dream or is it truly a fantasy? Only a trigger can bring Ippo back. It could be in arm's reach, or there might be more than one. As long as Kamigawa and Ippo hesitate to pull it, that seed will remain buried in the ground forever. Ippo wakes up from his rest and looks perfectly fine. He only has pain where Volg hit him, but nothing serious. Wally asks why he isn't boxing, even though he's still so strong. Ippo can only answer directly, but he says he's still strong so he can show people the greatness of boxing. His students are what drive him right now. Subscribe, hurry, or you're gonna get hit by a Dempsey roll!